The offseason got a little more serious for Ohio State after Michigan wins the national championship. Now, of course, every offseason is important, don't get me wrong, but when your rival that's beat you the last 3 years in a row and won the Natty, things get a little bit more serious in the offseason. And Ohio State, they're already off to a hot start in the 2025 class, but there's something brewing in 2024 as well. And I got Matt Parker in this video to talk about some of the moves that Ohio State is making to close the gap on Michigan. But first, Ohio State fans, hit subscribe to the On3 Recruits channel. It is an important offseason. You're going to be wanting to get informed on all the big developments, so hit subscribe for me, please. All right, Ohio State has the number 2 ranked class in the 2025 cycle already. They've landed Devin Sanchez, who's the number 2 ranked cornerback in America and number 6 overall prospect. Also, they got their quarterback, Tavian St. Clair, number 19 overall prospect in America. So they're cooking. Let's bring on Matt Parker from Lettermen Row, because I want to talk about the next big name on this Ohio State recruiting hit list for 2025, and that is linebacker TJ Alfred out of Vero Beach. He is a beast, and really he had been trending to UF, but linebacker coach Jay Bateman leaves for Texas A&M. Matt, can Ohio State capitalize here?
I absolutely think that Ohio State can capitalize here. And it starts off with the relationship between TJ Alfred, James Laurinaitis, Jim Knowles, and Ryan Day. And the Buckeyes really sunk their teeth into this recruitment in June of 2023, when Alfred showed up for a recruiting camp in Columbus and had a private workout with Jim Knowles and James Laurinaitis. And anytime that happens, anytime an Ohio State coach pulls aside a kid for a private workout at these recruiting camps where, hundreds of kids are there, that's a pretty big deal. That's pretty significant. And ever since then, the relationship between Alfred and his family and Ohio State has blossomed into this this really, really positive thing. Alfred was on campus for, I believe, the Michigan State game in November of 2023, spent a lot of time with Laurinaitis and Knowles, and that was one of the better games for the Ohio State linebackers as well. I just put in a prediction actually on Sunday for Ohio State to land Alfred into the On3 recruiting prediction machine with a confidence level at 65%, excuse me. Alfred has confirmed with me that he's going to take a visit to Ohio State in the spring during spring ball for Ohio State. So all signs are pointing towards the Buckeyes getting this thing done early.
And that would be huge. I mean, Ohio State going back into the state of Florida where, they have varying levels of success, but you gotta love that they're willing to duke it out in the state of Florida. I mean, for every Jordan Lyle or Mark Fletcher, there's a Jeremiah Smith, there's a Brandon Innes, and now we're going to see if they can duke it out with the in-state Florida teams for TJ Alfred, and it seems like they're going to have a pretty good shot at him. Now, I teased at the top that Ohio State also had something brewing for 2024, and it looks like defensive lineman Dominick Kirks is back on the market. 6'5", 250 from Painesville, Ohio. Now, he was committed to Washington, but just recently decommitted, and Ohio State already got him on campus, Matt?
Yeah, that decommitment happened the day before he began his official visit at Ohio State. This is a prospect that Ohio State has been interested in for a while now, dating back all the way to 2023. And there's been some injury concerns with Kirks as it relates to Ohio State. There's been some doubts, maybe concerns about, could he fit in with what Ohio State wants to do? And now Ohio State is in a little bit of a position where they simply need bodies in their defensive line room. Even with JT Tuimoloau coming back and Jack Sawyer and Tyleik Williams and Ty Hamilton, those guys are only there for one more season. And then after that, it's kind of a who's who, and you need depth. Dominick Kirks presents a really good depth piece. He's currently on his official visit to Ohio State that wraps up Sunday afternoon. And Lettermen Row's Alex Gleitman put in a pick for the Buckeyes to land Kirks. We'll see. There are some other contenders that are in the mix. Kirks took an official visit to USC. Michigan is interested. Michigan State is interested. But it's notable that he did not sign in December with the Huskies, and now he's decommitted. He's back on the market, and I do like where Ohio State stands for the in-state prospect. it is a little bit different anytime an in-state prospect is getting attention from Ohio State, and I think
Mhm.
that might accelerate this recruitment. And Ohio State could add a third defensive lineman for its 2024 class, joining Edric Houston, the five-star edge from Buford, and Eric Mensa, the three-star defensive tackle from Stafford, Virginia.
Hey, wouldn't be a bad piece to kick the tires on. I mean, he's 6'5", 240 pounds. He could grow into something special. We'll have to see what happens there. Now, we talked about Ohio State getting off to a hot start in 2025. When can we expect the next big Junior Day visit? Because we know those weekends, they tend to come with some fireworks.
Yeah, Ohio State is real funny in how they do its quote unquote junior days. It prefers in the winter time, maybe a little bit of a smaller, more intimate
Mm-hmm.
group as opposed to some other schools. But January 20th is shaping up to be a pretty big day for the Buckeyes. We're expecting, a few priority targets in town, including four-star tight end Nate Roberts, who Ohio State has made the clear-cut priority. Jonah Williams, the four-star linebacker, safety out of Texas, whatever position you'd like to see him at. Ohio State is recruiting him at safety, which is notable because the Buckeyes just hired Matt Guerreri as the new safeties
Mm-hmm.
coach. So his recruiting chops are going to be put to the test with a big-time prospect coming in on the 20th. And it's not yet confirmed, but we are expecting four-star running back Marquise Davis to make another visit to Ohio State. And that is a big one because, Josh, that's shaping up to be an Ohio State-Michigan battle right now.
Love to see it. All right. A lot happening this offseason. It is very important offseason for Ohio State. Matt Parker with Lettermen Row. Thanks for dropping by today on the Inside Scoop.
Thanks for having me, Josh. Appreciate the time.
Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed that content, be sure to subscribe to the On3 Recruits channel. We have a new page dedicated only to recruiting. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button right now.